Venezuela rejects the United Nations decision on the border controversy with Guyana. And in sport, Leeward Islands Hurricanes demolished the United States in their opening match of the regional Super 50 tournament. I'm Ricardo Roberts, and this is Caribbean in 10 for Thursday, February 1, 2018. I'll be back with the details after the break.
Did you know that a strategy has been developed to help improve the region's education and human resources?
You didn't? Well, the HID strategy, as it is called, will guide CARICOM in how it delivers quality education and training to the people of the region.
The strategy has been crafted by a group of experts called the HRD Commission.
Consultations have been done across the region to get your input.
Do you know that none of us will be left behind?
The HRD strategy is important to all of us, students, parents, and employers. It will prepare the region, especially the youth, for the 21st century economy and society.
The HRD strategy, unlocking Caribbean human potential.
Venezuela has rejected the decision by the United Nations to refer a century-old border dispute with Guyana to the International Criminal Court. That's the International Court of Justice. In a statement, the Venezuelan government says, quote, "The government of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, faithful to its historical tradition and in accordance with the Bolivarian diplomacy of peace, reiterates its firm disposition to defend the territorial integrity of our homeland and maintain a political negotiation based on the 1966 Geneva Accord as the only way to reach a peaceful solution, practical and satisfactory for both parties and in favor of our peoples." End quote. Instead, the Nicolas Maduro-led administration insisted that it preferred bilateral negotiations with Guyana in keeping with its interpretation of the 1966 Geneva Agreement. That agreement also empowers the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres to refer the controversy to the ICJ. Guterres says they decided to send the controversy to the ICJ because there was no significant progress made in the high-level negotiations by his personal representative. The UN chief also provided for a good offices process while the matter engages the ICJ. Guyana welcomed the decision, saying the ICJ was the appropriate forum for the peaceful and definitive settlement of the controversy. Guyana had been pushing for the controversy over the 1899 Arbitral Tribunal Award to be taken to the ICJ because the decades-long mediation process has failed, while Venezuela continued to obstruct or object to investments in onshore and offshore natural resource projects. In Trinidad and Tobago now, President of the Public Services Association, Watson Duke, is threatening to disrupt the country's February 12th to 13th carnival if grievances of Piarco International Airport workers are not addressed. He has given authorities until next Friday, February 9th, to deal with the issues of job security and financial stability. Kamal Georges of CNC3 News has more.
With Carnival less than 2 weeks away, Duke is reminding the government that Swissport workers handle all cargo while immigration officers deal with visitors. Both sets of workers, he says, have concerns about job security and financial stability that he says need to be addressed before next week.
We are hoping to meet with the finance minister on or before next Friday, which is the 9th, the 8th of February, and we're expecting to meet with the management of the sport, Mr. Eugene Shersing, on or before Friday, the 8th of February. Failure to do so would result in workers taking a particular action that may find the carnival that we have long waited on being disrupted.
According to Duke, Swissport workers are dealing with unfair dismissals while immigration officers and inland revenue workers are worried about the implementation of the Revenue Authority. Duke says while the finance minister has been promising that no jobs would be lost when the TTRA comes on stream, he wants that assurance in writing.
And one political analyst in Jamaica believes security measures such as the state of emergency in St. James should be replicated across other crime-affected parishes in the country. The state of emergency, which was declared in St. James on January 18th, has been extended to May 2. Now, Kevin O'Brien Chang says a similar intervention is needed in Clarendon and sections of St. Catherine. Last year, Clarendon was the second most murderous parish behind St. James, with more than 100 people killed. St. Catherine North, in the meantime, has recorded the highest number of murders of any division in Jamaica since the start of 2018. Crime statistics show that in the first 27 days of the year, 19 people had been killed in that division. Stay with us. Your Midday Sport is next. Welcome. It's now time for sport. Rakeem Cornwall slammed an imperious unbeaten 100 as Leeward Islands Hurricanes demolished the United States by 162 runs in their opening match in the regional Super 50 tournament yesterday in Antigua. In the day-night contest at Coolidge Cricket Ground, Hurricanes raced to 298 for 8 of their 50 overs, with Cornwall marching to 132 of 92 balls to mark a career-best second regional one-day 100. Cornwall took charge of the innings, blasting 8 fours and 9 sixes and providing the impetus behind a robust 114-run 7th-wicket partnership with Jeremiah Lewis, who scored 30. The right-hander raced his half-century of a mere 36 balls with 3 fours and 3 sixes before raising 3 figures of 76 deliveries. Now, the United States were never in the hunt and collapsed to 136 in the 39th over as left-arm spinner Akil Hussain claimed 5 for 26, while Cornwall returned with his off-spin to pick up 3 for 27 and complete a final all-round performance. Opener Jaskaran Malhotra stroked a top score of 43, while former West Indies Test batsman Xavier Marshall struck 40, but none of the top order 8 reached double figures. And meanwhile, spin twins Verasamy Purmoil and Devendra Bishu wrecked English County Kent to propel Guyana Jaguars to a comfortable 35-run victory in their opening Group B match. Veteran former West Indies star Shivnarine Chanderpaul stroked 67 at the top of the order and got support from wicketkeeper Anthony Bramble, who made 39 as Jaguars were bowled out for 233 of 49 overs. Kent, in reply, started positively with the 19-year-old Zach Crawley top scoring with 60, while Sean Dixon got 29 and Daniel Bell Drummond 28, but the remainder of the batting failed to come to terms with the Jaguars' attack. That's Caribbean in 10. Join us again at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Good afternoon.